Okay, so we are having a debate for the executive member positions. Only one of those positions is being contested, meaning that there are more than one candidate running for the position. Today we are holding a debate for the position of Director of Campus Life. Our two candidates participating in the debate this afternoon are Monir Mojumder and Brittney DaCosta. Just a note, the results of this debate will not be dependent on how loud we clap. The format for this debate candidates will start off with 1 minute for opening statements, in which they'll give you some information about themselves, their respective candidates, or the positions or platforms that they're running on. After that, we will have a Q&A session for students, and following that, each candidate will get 30 seconds for closing remarks. We've done a rock, paper, scissors to see who's going to speak first, and that random rock, paper, scissors battle has gone to Mojumder, who will start us off.
All right. Afternoon, folks. How y'all doing? All right. For those of you who all know me as Mo, my name is also Monir Mojumder. For who do not know me as Monir Mojumder. Yep. Now I'm running for Director of Campus Life, as they mentioned already, as well as my sled name is S for S, Students for Students, right? All right. 30 seconds. Now guys, what I am trying to do, why I'm here standing in front of you, is because I want to make sure that you guys, each one of you guys, have an amazing time while you're in school. Okay? Yeah. Now, in order to make sure of that, I do realize that there's a huge diversity in my school. Okay? So what I'm trying to do is make sure that every single culture, programs, as well as different campuses gets acknowledged, not only St. James. Okay? So that's what I'm trying to push for, and make sure that you guys leave school with more of a memorable spirit. Okay? I'm just gonna pass it on to Brittney right here.
Hi everybody, my name is Brittney DaCosta. I'm running for Director of Campus Life for Georgetown College. I'm in my second year of marketing, and I'm a previous employee of Georgetown's event squad. I'm pretty sure you've been to our events. My platform is you guys. Obviously, you guys are my boss, technically. My main point is, does anyone know that the gym is not open on the weekend? Yep. So that's what I plan to do, because I feel that if students have to buy memberships externally, I feel that, you know, we should be able to use the gym on the weekend. So that's one. And the second one is I plan to execute and plan events cater to all different backgrounds and diversities and personalities, everything. And I want you guys, when you guys graduate, I want you to just leave George Brown College with those memories that will last you forever.
So at this moment in time, we will take questions from the audience. So if you have any questions, raise your hand. I'll come up with the mic. You can ask these folks a question, and they'll try their best to respond to those questions. Again, keep it in good spirit, those questions. So any questions, please, you want to ask them?
Would you guys be open to different charities and organizations too? Like fundraising, bake sales, parties that go to charities for like ticket sales?
Thank you, Ali. Now, yes, that does sound like a great event as well, right? We do have to speak to each other about what kind of charity you want to hold, right? And yeah, we can certainly look into it. That does sound fun, right? Because we're open to a lot of ideas as well. So feel free to drop ideas at us, okay?
Thank you for your question, and absolutely. I actually have connections with a few different charities, so we can talk later if you want. Okay? Any more questions?
Perfect. Any more questions?
So both of you mentioned how you want to make it fun for everyone and everyone with diverse personalities and backgrounds. How exactly are you going to do that? Make it like a different, exciting experience for us.
First of all, what I want to do is talk to students first and see what they want. And then based on what the students want, then I can plan things around that. And yeah. Is that enough?
Thank you, Brittney. Well, what I was thinking is the fact that there's a huge diversity in the school, and one of the great events that we throw here is Mod, as well as the Desi Night, which is really huge around here. But however, I do recognize there's other cultures that's been ignored, right? So I actually want to involve a lot more cultures, a lot more events in this, right? As well as bring students from not only from this campus, also from Casaloma, Waterfront, and all our other campuses as well, to make sure that we accommodate everybody's needs and make sure everybody has fun times in school and take home with a good spirit.
Hi guys. One of my biggest issues that I've noticed as a person with disabilities is a lot of the events are not accessible to people with various different disabilities. How are you guys planning to work on that to ensure that people with disabilities have just as much fun as other people without disabilities?
Thank you for your question. First of all, my campaign is based fully around making everybody feel comfortable, regardless of their background, making it an inclusive and diverse environment. So I would actually like to speak with you later if there's any events that you may feel would be good for Georgetown College on all campuses, because we're inclusive. And yeah, we'll speak after. Okay?
Thank you, Sarah, for asking that question. That's a very good question, guys, because we are among a lot of disabilities as well. So we're not trying to ignore anybody. We're trying to involve every single every single person in the school. So the disability is a huge aspect. However, whenever we throw events over here, disabilities can come through other areas, which is at the front, right? And it is accessible, but sometimes I do understand that securities are over here, and we could possibly do something about that as well, right? That's not a huge deal, but if you think you have something in mind that you want to throw at us, right, then we could probably talk on as well, right? And discuss something, okay? No problem.
So right now we just take one more and maybe another question afterwards. So we have 1 and 2, and then we'll call it a day for that.
Alright folks, so first of all, I just want to say that I'm so happy to see both of you, because I do hire both of you for Event Squad, and I know, I still remember the day when I hired you, and I can say you both deserve to be on this platform. So my question is actually to both of you that how are you going to bring diverse events for Georgetown College? As you know, like Georgetown is a diverse college, we have people from all different diversity. So how are you going to promote diversity?
Thank you, Gagan, for asking that question. I do appreciate you for hiring me for that squad. Thank you. Now, as for people who do not know, or I'm pretty sure everybody knows or not, I have a huge diverse background over here. My friend circle goes from A to Z, okay? From that corner to that corner. So the thing is, I'm involved with all this different diversity. I grew up with diversity myself, right? So not being with diverse background kind of confuses me myself, right? So I'm very used to diverse background. So what I was gonna do for that is throw events that matches every single button, right? That's what I was gonna focus on later on, right? Does that answer your question? Perfect. Now, Brittney, you wanna take it?
Considering I'm a marketing student, I know how to do research, so I plan to speak to all the students, go around, have little mini focus groups, kind of see how you guys, what you like, what you don't like. By keeping it diverse, as Gannon said, basically just ask you questions. See what you want and how you want it, and then from there we can build good events and make you happy. Basically, that's it.
Perfect. So let's take the last question, then we'll go to closing remarks.
Hello. So, one of the things that you will likely spearhead is our Frosh Week, both at the beginning and at the winter semester. How do you intend to build momentum for that, but then carry it all through the year? Because we need it. The students want that momentum to carry. So what's your plan to keep the energy up?
Consistency, and because I'm one person, but I'm also a team. I stand for Act Now, so it's not just me, it's my whole team. We support each other, and with the events and all of, Frosh Week going on, again, as I said earlier, about talking to students, see what they want, because for me personally, I know what I would want, but how would I know if I don't ask the students? Like, I can't assume anything. So, and also with keeping the momentum going, you just do it. That's it.
Thank you, my friend Brittney. Not to copy you or anything, but it is true. We do gotta keep the momentum going, right? So that means we're looking at more events. Okay, right after Frosh Week, there's gotta be more events, more promoting, more enthusiastic stuff going on in the campuses, which is what we really need. And I believe doing that so we could actually keep that momentum going till the end of the semester, right? Also, not to forget, as she brought up as well, you are our boss, right? We're not your boss, you are our boss. Whatever suits you is what we do, right? So always feel free to walk up to us, right? A lot of you guys know me already, so a lot of you guys know me as on a personal level, right? So you guys could just, no, not ignoring that, but regardless, you guys could always walk up to me, right? And tell me what you want to see in the school, and we can certainly talk about this and find out what we can do, okay?
So thank you for the questions. So you each get 30 seconds to give a closing remark. So you guys can decide. Yeah.
Alright, this is my closing remark. And make sure you all remember this. I represent Act Now. I'm running for Director of Campus Life. My program is marketing. Director of Campus Life is marketing. I listen to you and I do what you want. That's my platform. And voting is between March 18th and March 29th. Come out. Thank you.
Thank you, Brittney. The funny thing is we're both marketing students, and that's why we're here. However, this is my last year, so I have already gone through everything that I need to know. Nonetheless, I'm always learning, right? I'm very old, as you can tell. Now, remember, I'm with SLED S4S, Students for Students, right? The vote is going to take place from March 18th to March 29th, so remember, guys, if you don't vote, we don't know who wants what, right? So speak out for yourself, speak out for your campus, speak out for what you want here, okay? So remember, speak out, vote.